This is the dark tale of Charles Lorraine, a man whose life was marked by crime and a date with the Grim Reaper. Born to an ordinary life, Lorraine's life took a turn as it was plunged into crime and drugs, a path that led him to commit the unthinkable. On May 6, 1986, the horrifying incident unfolded. 19-year-old Lorraine brutally stabbed 77-year-old Raymond and his 80-year-old wife, Doris Montgomery, a couple who had been kind and helpful to Lorraine in the past and had hired him to perform various tasks around their home. At the time of the gruesome murder of the Montgomery couple, Lorraine was a known repeat violent offender who was already out on bail for charges related to robbery and burglary. Lorraine lured Raymond Montgomery to the second floor of his own home, claiming he had forgotten something. Once inside the room, Lorraine, equipped with rubber gloves and a knife borrowed from a friend, launched a brutal attack. Showing no mercy, he stabbed the elderly Raymond 5 times with a butcher knife, the sinister act leading to Mr. Montgomery's death as he tried to reach his wife. After killing Raymond, Lorraine descended to the first floor, finding Mrs. Montgomery, who was helplessly lying in the living room bedridden and unable to defend herself. With zero remorse, Charles approached the frightened woman and unleashed his plan, repeatedly stabbing her 9 times. Once he finished his attack, he went through their home, looking for valuables and anything he could to fund his drug habit. As he was walking from the home, Lorraine came upon a friend, who later became a witness at trial, and told him that he had just killed 2 old Fs and was buying drinks as a celebration of sorts. Leaving, they meet some friends at the former Olympic bar on Parkman Road, spending the money he had stolen from the couple's home. When he ran out of money, Lorraine convinced another friend to help him rob and steal a car from an elderly woman and return to the Montgomery's home and look for more money. This would be his last day of freedom. The bodies were discovered by the Montgomery's niece, and that same friend of Lorraine's went to Warren police with his father and told them what had happened. He faced a total of 7 serious convictions, including 2 for aggravated murder, 2 for burglary, 2 for complicity in burglary, and 1 for robbery. Following his conviction for the 1986 Capitol murders, Lorraine faced multiple scheduled execution dates. Lorraine left no stone unturned, even claiming intellectual disability in a desperate bid to evade the death penalty. At the heart of this drama stood prosecutor Dennis Watkins, a relentless figure of law and order. When questioned about Lorraine, Watkins stated, "Charles obtained a knife from a friend and wore gloves because, in his words, he didn't want to leave fingerprints or get blood on his hands." Throughout this legal ballet, Lorraine danced around his fate, spinning intricate webs of appeals and claims, including that he was intellectually disabled. Those all failed. Watkins said despite Lorraine's claims of being intellectually disabled, no evidence or tests showing proof existed. Instead, he was found to be a sociopath, Watkins said. TV news cameras following the trial filmed Lorraine as he exited the courthouse. "I'll do whatever I need to stay alive. I am not mentally retarded," he said as he exited the courthouse. Yet, for all his efforts, the dance came to a halt. Lorraine's execution date was set for January 18, 2012. However, on January 11, 2012, a temporary stay was placed on the executions due to a challenge of Ohio's death row protocol. In a surprising turn of events, Governor Mike DeWine had given a reprieve to Lorraine late last year when his then execution date of March 15, 2023 was nearing. The delay was because of the inability of the state of Ohio to obtain lethal execution drugs. Some saw it as a beacon of hope, a chance for Lorraine to reform. Others viewed it as a mere prolonging of the inevitable, a delay in the delivery of justice. The reprieve, the appeals, the challenges to the protocol, none of it was enough to change his destiny. Despite the legal gymnastics, Lorraine's fate was sealed, and he remained on death row with his last rescheduling set for May 13, 2026. This date was particularly chilling as it would have marked 40 years and 6 days since the horrific slaying took place. The curtain fell on Lorraine's life story in the most unexpected way. In the quiet confines of the Ohio Corrections Medical Center, Charles Lorraine, the notorious double murderer, breathed his last on Sunday, September 24th. Aged 56, his demise was not at the hands of justice, but rather it was a silent and unanticipated death without given cause. His death, though not through the execution he was sentenced to, brought a sense of closure. If this intrigues you, show your support by hitting the like button, sharing your thoughts in the comments, and spreading this story. Unearth more true crime stories by subscribing to our channel and hitting the notification bell. Until next time on Midwest Murders, Mysteries, and Myths, keep your curiosity piqued and your senses sharp.